To Wolf Farms. I'm Dawn, also known as Knittin' Wolf.
And I'm James, also known as Wolf Photo. This podcast is brought to you by Wolf Farms, and you can find us on the net at wolffarms.net. Every month we have a scent of the month that's on sale for 25% off. This month, starting June 1st, we put up World's Best Coffee. So a nice little pick-me-up in the morning when you get in the shower and start with a scent of fresh brewed coffee. So anything in our shop that is scented in that, including our lip balm. So if you like the World's Best Coffee lip balm that we just added, that is also 25% off. So come by, check that out. I also wanted to mention we also have sales on other items. So we add other scents each month. We kind of change that around, so you can always check and see our specials to see what that is. This month we just added a special. We have what I call a miscut. Normally when we do our bar soap, they're pretty rectangular, pretty uniform in shape.
Because James does them.
But we had error in the process, and we have some of our, this is cherry almond, that got a little askewed. It's not, I'm a little perfectionist, and so I don't like to, to put things out there at least full price. So we actually have a special new miscut cherry almond on our store for 40% off. It's the same soap, it's just not rectangular. So
I can't even cut a straight line.
Yeah, you are not allowed to use scissors. I'm not allowed to use
the cutter.
The only one she can use is the actual paper cutter that makes you cut straight. So no more.
Well, I can screw that up too.
I believe
in the middle.
I banished her from touching scissors, and unless she's cutting yarn, of course. But so anyway, so we now have the special cherry almond miscut in there, so you can check that out if you like the scent. It's a good way to get it for 40% off because Dawn did you a favor.
I can't even cut a piece of bread right.
I know. She's not allowed to cut.
It.
She can't use a knife. She can't use a scissors.
I'm cutting challenged.
Yes, definitely. And I've tried, believe me, I have tried. I sat there and showed her, and knives don't work like guillotines. Squish. That doesn't work, so.
Maybe I'm just trying to be like them old fancy schmancy.
She's just trying to get me to do all of it.
That's right.
All.
Hey.
So, on with the show.
The World's Best Coffee would also be great for Father's Day. That's coming up June 17. That's a fathery flavor. All these F's.
Yeah, and I think I put dirt lotion is I think also part of our special. I think that's 20% off. So you want a dirt soap. Dirt lotion, I think, is the one that's on sale.
Yeah, that was actually a special request originally.
And people, it's funny because when we do shows, we always point that out, and people, they're like, ooh, dirt, and they're like, and they always end up buying it because it actually smells like, the fresh garden soil after a rain, it's actually
it's a good scent.
It's a good scent. We just had to call it dirt,
And actually, hunters use the dirt scented soap to wash with before they go out hunting because it masks
the perfumey smells of soaps and stuff. So, anyways, that's
blah, blah,
Father's Day coming up. So,
and then also in the shop, I forget to mention any of the hand spun that I have in the shop for sale. I do put hand spun in the shop, and I always have. Just like we have shawl pins and patterns, and I never mention them. No. But I thought I'd show one of the hand spun. This is 119 yards of worsted weight BFL. And this is spun by me on my Louette, Julia. So, thought I would. So I was looking at this, I thought, wow, that would make a really cool monster.
It's funny because she'll be like, oh, wait, we have that in the shop, and that I could use that to make another monster. I could make. I'm like, oh, just grab it. I mean, it's just take it out of the shop, and
So thought I would show one. Yeah. I always forget. So So what's been happening on the farm?
On the farm, let's see, what do we do? Oh, I've got Randy Chateau, the pig chateau is coming along. We're really close. You should be seeing a picture of it now. But basically, I've got all the siding done, the roofing's done, the whole thing's been primered, and I just need to come through and paint it. So.
And then we need to put carpet inside.
Well, we have a room that we're going to be tiling, and it's got carpet in there now. So when we pull up the carpet, Randy will probably end up getting some carpeting to wall-to-wall carpeting at that. And so he can have a luxurious piggy chateau. Yeah, I know. I'll have to nail it down to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Because his blankets, in the wintertime, we put blankets in there so he can get...
He burrows. He likes to burrow.
He'll burrow in there, but then he'll pull them out of his current house, and so they end up all over the yard. So we'll just have to make sure we nail down that carpet. But yeah, so that's coming along, and we'll probably be showing his new pig area next week because I'll have some time to actually devote to that. Last Monday, we've been talking about alpacas for a number of years now, about getting some. And my standing rule at the house is no new animals. And someone doesn't hear, and we amazingly end up with new animals, as you've seen our turkeys and our chickens this year. But I know we're going to end up with them. And so I thought, well, I came across a good deal to pick up some corral panels. So last Monday we actually went out and picked up a bunch of corral panels. So I'll be able to get an area prepped for alpacas that will be pretty good. I think we can end up with like a 48 by 48 area plus extra panels to corral them into when we need to put a harness on them and stuff. Plus, I need to build a shader area for them as well because it gets warm in the summer. So, but we picked that up Monday, and so everything is there for me to start.
Yeah, we're doing it the right way.
Yeah, we were going to get the alpacas first and build the pen later, and I don't want to do that. So, but yeah, I came across the opportunity to pick up some panels for a decent price, so we went ahead and did that, knowing I'm going to end up with alpacas as much as I say no. I love animals, but it's just, if I don't say no, we're going to have wall-to-wall animals here. 5 acres worth of animals that will be...
Susan, Desert Vista Dye Works, kind of got me talked into getting a peacock. No. She loves her peacock.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. I have to send you to Arizona. You can go, we'll check her peacock out. So anyway, so that was our Monday holiday excursion, was actually picking up the panels and getting those loaded, and really nice people. We got some clippings for our front plant, or some ice plant. Had a good time. Yeah, Don.
Plus I got the feeders.
Yeah, I got the feeders and everything. So we actually, we had a good time over there while I'm sweating, and me and the guy are out there trying to load these panels up and get them tied down. Don's imagine that. So yeah, that was fun. And then yesterday, Don and I actually went out and watched an alpaca shearing. It was at Grasshoppers. Did you not have her card?
No.
Oh,
because we weren't going to...
yeah, we're not going to talk. Yeah. We actually went and saw alpaca shearing. We recorded it, but there's a lot of editing to do, and we want to piece this together and figure out how much of it to show on the podcast.
Because a lot of it's loud and...
Yeah, it's a little different than the Ranch of the Oaks episode we did, because we actually could interview them. This shearing was going on, and they were working, and we didn't want to...
We were busy helping.
We were asking questions at like when they had some free time, but they were busy just trying to get 25 alpacas sheared. So it was interesting to watch from our end, because we want to get alpacas, and it gives us a sense of what's in it in terms of the care and maintenance and things that you need to consider. But out here, because it gets so warm, they do need to be sheared yearly. So, but we'll be editing that together and probably have a segment or a larger portion of our next
we haven't decided yet.
We have to get in, because I've got an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe of video to go through of clips that we need to go through and figure out how we're going to piece that together. But that was actually fun. We had a good time, and that was No, it was interesting to watch.
Yeah, because they did it completely different than what I've even seen on, other people doing it. So it was like, whoa. Yeah,
and just kind of side note, the people that were doing the alpacas here are the same ones that last weekend went up and did Meta's.
Ranch of the Oaks, yeah. 51 alpacas.
Yeah, Meta and Tom, alpacas and llamas, Ranch of the Oaks has. So they were out there last weekend doing all the Meta and Tom's.
In a day.
In one day, 51. I mean, just these guys are machines. They do it all the time. That's what they do. But, so that was fun.
Amazing,
yeah. So anything else farm happenings?
I want to mention that our 3,000 member contest to come on over to the group and sign up, and because that's how you'll be entered to win lots of prizes, and that ends June 17th, which is a Father's Day. And
give us some feedback, and you can win a prize.
I forgot to put one of the questions down because we've been answering a question.
Yeah,
I just thought of that.
Oops.
Let me see if I can quickly think of one. Lilac scent.
Oh.
Probably never.
Well, she's so absolute sometimes.
I know.
I know we've had requests for lilac.
Yeah.
Dawn is deathly allergic to lilac. So because of that, we have chosen not to do it just because I don't want to put it together and then have to run her down to the hospital because she has a reaction to lilac. Because that's one of the really bad ones. So we don't make lilac. The other option, if we do decide to do that, is me taking it out into the garage and doing everything outside where it's not inside the, where it will affect you. That's not.
I can't breathe.
Yeah. As it is, we do candles in a room, and that even then that it's quite
certain ones. Yeah.
So I just need to build my shop. Trying to work it up. So I'm gonna get the shop building. It'll become the soap factory and everything. But one of these days.
Talk about me justifying.
I've got a good teacher. If anyone can justify, it's
anything. Yes, you give it.
But you have to justify. I don't.
I know. So let's move on.
In the coop.
Wow, you're just on a roll. You just chatty cat.
I know. See, I'm relaxed on the podcast now. I've spent enough time. I can sit here.
Today. That sun's been sucking it out of me. It's been like 102 here the past couple days.
Yeah, it's been warm.
And I've been out there keeping the animals cool, so it's just zapping the.
You need to teach your chickens how to wave a palm frond over your head.
I'm the one out there doing it for them. What are you talking about? So in the coop, doop, 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 in my bird leg little heart bag, I have. Did I even work on these? Well, I know I worked on these because I finished one.
Yay.
So one of them's finished, and I was going to go ahead. See, that's one long sock.
Yeah, you went longer on the ribbing on that one, right? So you had to measure when you were getting to the end.
Yeah, and my afterthought waste yarn is still in here because I was going to go ahead and do the heel. All my needles are on projects. I'm like, I know I have at least wood needles. But they're actually socks that I had started for Jimmy last year that I've never done.
Get some of these wrapped up.
Uno sacco.
Either get working or buy more needles, right?
Yeah.
Justification.
Buy more needles. So I cast these on. This is the other one. This is the Desert Vista Dye Works May colorway. May colorway. How'd you like that? I just rhymed. I'm a poet and you didn't know it? So those are on size 1s. I'll show you the... And I had to start this on the outside too.
Because you messed up the first time,
because I had already messed up and didn't grab it from the center. It would have gone completely backwards.
You had stripes going down this way and then in reverse if you started from the center.
So I'm having to mess with that again.
That'll teach you.
Yeah.
See, that's how we learn, right? We make mistakes and then that's... It sits in the back of your head when you go to do that again.
Yeah, I don't like making mistakes. I know. And then in my silver pumpkin bag, I worked a little bit on the Desert Vista Dye Works colorway Wolf Farms. Some might say I must have a D thing.
Yeah.
The thing with the Desert Vista Dye Works and Dancing Dog Dye.
Yeah, see?
And say da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Nice stuttering
And
now.
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
Sorry, I just spewed tonight.
Hey.
I needed a shower.
Yeah, at least you're not here in the live audience getting sprayed. So.
Well, then I could go. So here's my little dicky-do. So that's an inch on each one. So, because I thought, ooh, I've got to get these cranked up, and these are huge. Maybe I might need to measure your leg.
My leg?
Because
how long are you going to make these? Leggings, huh? Yeah, that'll be interesting.
This is where the heel, where I'm going to be cutting the heel, so. But
That'll
yeah,
be fun.
These are, I'm kind of looking forward to it now.
I see you sweating.
Yeah. So those are size 1s too. That's why I thought if I can get these done, I'll have the needles to do the heels to the other one. And these started in April, but they're big.
Yeah. Plus you have so many other
I know, I have too
fun
many
projects to do. Getting distracted.
Well, I want to do a little bit on each one.
I know. You get the lazy Susan over there. You just spin it around. What am I going to work on today? Whatever.
I know, and then I
Lands on the
feel
arrow.
guilty for not working on other ones. And then my bird like monster bag. Yes, sound effects come with this podcast. So if you're a new viewer, surprise!
Look what you've been missing out on.
This is my Hugo,
Hugo.
the Rebecca Danger monster.
Hugo the button holder.
Button monster. I didn't know what you were going to say just then. I thought you were going to be bad. And I did quite a bit on this. There's my dicky-do. This really hurts my hand, so I can't knit too much on it. I think I did do 10 rows last night during
Because
our
of the yarn
Buffy.
itself, the roughness?
No,
or
it's nice soft yarn, but it's on size 5s and it's
thick.
almost a bulky. It says worsted, but it seems a little bit
Bigger.
So yeah, there's his legs and his butt and gut.
You're going to be huge.
Yeah.
Now you flip it around, you just made a hat with ears. Mickey Mouse Club hat.
Udders. It's a universal project.
Yeah. Use it as you will. Let's just put it that way. Let your imagination fly with that
Yeah.
one.
So
See, that's what happens when you stick me on a podcast. And
yeah, and that's with my curry yarn. That's what I'm calling it. Because it's all in my button thing here. See, and I need some more buttons because I saw there's podcasters out there. There's Knitting in Circles getting buttons. Retro Lemon has buttons. I don't have their button.
better.
Pouty face. Pouty face. This is Marhaven. Boy, did you hear that? The twang just totally came out.
You'll catch the accent.
Marhaven.
Her southern accent, because she's from Southern California.
Yep, so Marhaven.
Who knows where it came from? It just...
Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan.
It's from watching all the other podcasts. It's funny. She'll get a twang depending on who she's watching on. She's always got a podcast going in, or audio or video going in her ear, and when she's talking, I know what part of the country she's listening to. It's funly.
It's usually only the southern ones that come out.
Yeah, I know. It's
Well, it's because my mama and grandma my mom was born in Illinois, but they lived in Arkansas for a while, so.
I know.
But I've born and raised here. I don't know why. And it's sad because even Jimmy has it.
Yeah, I know. That's nothing wrong with it. It just interesting.
Makes me
yeah, that's.
So the next in my Jessalou Nomi bag is my Lintilla, and this is with the Hitch a Rainbow with Silly Frou and Kate of Notable Needle and Sassy Pants Knitter. And this is done with Dancing Dog Dye Works because I'm into the D's.
Dear Goofy,
Dear Goofy, I know you've heard that. And this is Lintilla by Martina Bam. And, yay, this is my Love My Nomies. See, and you can see now the little whoop-de-woos.
Yeah.
I love this. I only do one little, what is that called?
Fringe.
This is a knitting podcast. What's that called? Where it's a whole repeat of the pattern. So there's my dicky-doo down here. So, yep. I'm enjoying this so much. That's why I'm like, I only let myself do one little section of it because I want it to last. I just love it. You
can make more than one if you like it that much.
But I don't like to do that. And this is on size 3 knit picks. And this is the bestest. So soft, and I'm just loving working with this. Yeah. And the colors.
I like the color.
Oh, the colors.
I know it's gnomes, but I always think of the jelly beans, or it reminds me of Skittles.
There's one little section here, and it's bugging me. I don't know if I missed something. I know when I block it, that's going to block right out, but I am seeing it, and every time I'm knitting on this, it just bugs the pooey out of me. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you see that? There's a...
Right there. A dent in your...
Yeah. It's a dent. Just like they did to that alpaca yesterday. They dented his head. He moved. He shouldn't have.
Yeah. He got a special haircut. Yeah.
So... And then I'm not even going to show this next one because I only did 2 rows just so I could get it on the needles, and I haven't even made it. I might have a project page. Yeah, I do. It's our knit along for this month, which is The Lady Edith by Carrie Steinmetz.
What did that come off of? Which project?
This.
We're finding
the little row gauge thingy.
Yeah. You'll figure
with Carrie Steinmetz knit Pearl Girl, and I'll show you the yarn.
I gotta show it.
And it's Dreaming Color Smooshy in the Happy Forest colorway. And this is with Sock Bunny Knit and Fit podcast and Slip Stitch Studio Chicken Bag. And so...
Your spinning wheel. You got
June and July.
What?
I'm still talking about the...
Yeah,
I know.
I used it all out. I thought you were done.
No, I'm
trying to think.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know what
June and July knit along.
Oh, there
we go. And we're going to be doing the prizes. I think it was on July sometime.
Check
it's in the group.
Yeah, check the group or on the show notes. I don't know.
I have too many dates going in my head between appointments and when these knit-alongs end. And
in addition to our show notes, which we have, we need a calendar.
I know,
Figure out what's happening.
It will end July 31st. We will draw on the next episode that we are recording.
Yeah. Whenever that is.
Yep.
Sometime in August.
Probably.
If it ends in July 30.
June and July.
Yeah, that's August. August happens after July.
Are we having it for 2 months now? I can't even remember.
Don't worry.
I didn't.
If we're wrong, we'll make a correction next podcast.
Yeah, but we won't remember. That's a week from now.
Yeah, that's so far away.
You're out of luck. Just go look at the group.
Should I write a note to you? Here, let's see. When does the podcast...
Yeah, I don't remember. What are
Just check the notes on
it's in your
Ravelry.
Coop.
No, you still got something. You got your
yes,
your spinning.
I do. My spinning. I started the Manda Loopback because I'm spinning this for Manda Knit Psycho, and this is my first time doing a Loopback, so I listened to Diane of Knittables. She takes it from the outside. So I thought, and just by looking at this, I can see if you spun from the center that it would end up collapsing. So yeah, I thought that was a smart idea. So
you just pull off, unwrap right
yeah, and
here.
it's funky. I've only seen bats. So to me, this would not be a bat to me Because a bat is a full sheet.
Yeah, it's carded. And so it actually is all the fibers are combined into a single
thing. I can't even find where it is. Oh.
And so she's probably...
Yeah, these come off in these little sections.
Yeah. Well, those are just probably narrow carded, and then she's just wrapping it in, and that's how she gets it to...
yeah, so it's pretty funky. I was shocked. Because I was expecting a big chunk of color, you know. So, yeah. And it's so cool because I thought, I don't know if I'm going to like that sparkly. Yeah, I'm not going to like that sparkly. Not that, I meant just to spin it. But it's so cool how that just integrates right in. And this is spinning really thinnish.
Yeah, I know you've been saying that.
Because, see, I don't normally pre-draft my... my stuff. So this is like pre-draft. This is more drafting than I ever do right there, you know. So it's like, whew.
So you're getting real fine. You'll get a lot of yardage out of it, though.
Yeah.
You're gonna you're Navajo applying that, right?
Yeah.
So
and I'm so scared to screw this up. And this is Bullseye Bump, and it's called Huntress. I don't call it. It's my Manda bat. So it's 4.7 ounces. Wow, that's a lot. So hopefully it's merino, bamboo, tussa silk, and Angelina. So it's fun so far. I haven't pushed it too much because of my ankle. So.
And that's on your Louette.
My Louette Julia.
Wheel.
Julia Gulia.
Another movie reference there.
Yep.
See if you guys could figure out which one.
Yep. So. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a new project in the coop. Haven't made it very far, but this is my longtail cast on that I started this last week. Yeah. Was it Sunday or Monday?
Something.
But yeah, this is a longtail cast on. I'm doing it on...
Which you just learned.
I just learned. I learned a couple things this week. So the first one was the longtail cast on. Doing it on number 4 fancy metal needles. And I'm knitting it with, this is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. Because I want to felt this after I get done knitting. My pattern, which Dawn
I just quickly
threw something together because it'll actually be a very fine, flat.
You're wanting it stuck in it
Yeah,
with a border.
Yeah, she put together a pattern so that I'll have a border around it. It's going to be basically as flat as possible because I want to use this. I want to felt it and then possibly use it for my Sienna type demo for doing photo and yarn and getting images printed onto an already knitted thing. So that's for down the road. I have a lot of knitting to do before I can put a picture on that. So
yeah, and you wanted 40 stitches on there.
Well, because it's going to shrink. When I felt it, it's going to shrink, and then I'm playing. It's all about knitting, right? Isn't that what they say?
No.
So anyway, so I'm getting, when I actually have the time to sit down and, I can get things cranked out. So anyways, that's my new project. I've got a finished project that we'll cover when we get to that part, but this is moving along. So I think I've got like 2 rows on that, or is that 3?
You had 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. So I'll put the dicky-do there and hopefully make some gains on that. So my next cloth will be done.
Well, that would be good to work with when we take you to the eye appointment.
Yeah, I've got an
Although you won't be able to see, huh?
Yeah, well, that'll be neat knitting, won't it?
They dilate his
eyes.
eyes.
I get my eyes dilated, and I'm out of commission basically all day, sitting in a
dark. He looks like a rat. Room.
Yeah, that's always fun. So that's coming up Wednesday. I got to do that every 6 months. So.
Yeah.
But
so what's flown the coop?
Oh, you have nothing to flown the coop?
But I just a little something.
Oh, okay. Flown the coop. Ah, yes.
No, you got to get up and model, weren't you?
The model my
No,
loincloth?
it's a cloth or a...
It's my washcloth or loincloth, depending on who you talk to on the what is it,
Ravelry.
or on Plurk.
She's not on Plurk.
Oh, so it's all Ravelry. My loincloth. So, anyways, that is. You'll notice that there's no particular pattern. I did some knitting and purling, and
you're just flipping that around there.
There we go. So yeah, you can see all of my variance in the tensions.
Throwing in, yeah.
You know, but I also, I was trying to knit and purl, which figure that out.
So what else did you learn on there?
And so, because, last week I pointed out that I was down to, only so much yarn. I have a little bit left over, but I didn't want to push it. So I, at Dawn's advice, left enough so that I can do the bind off. So last week I learned how to actually do the bind off. And then also weave in my ends. I was hanging chads. I was thinking something
hanging chads.
Yeah, folding. Long story. I was trying to think of something, funny, and so.
I thought it sounded more dirty than.
No, that's never mind. She doesn't watch the news, so don't worry about it. So, it's an old reference to something. Anyway, so that is what's flown the coop for me is the washcloth. So.
Yay.
So anyway, so that was.
And you entered that, by the way.
Oh, I entered into my
washcloth.
My washcloth entry. So yeah, I actually have 2 entries, didn't I?
Yeah, you entered your pickle in the play yard.
Yeah.
Pickle in the play yard. That sounded so bad.
Yeah, my finished object from last week, which is my felted pickle, is now in the an entry into one of the contests too. So we'll see what happens. So my projects.
Yeah, the pictures are done by me. They weren't done by him because I knew he would never do it.
It's a time thing. I need to retire so I can have all the time in the world to do stuff like this.
You would be more busier.
Yeah, I would. True. That is true.
So, flown the coop for me. I finished up the other half of the Desert Vista Dye Works test fiber that Michelle sent me. And I 2-plied this, which it's all curling because I had it all twisted. It smells so good. Her fibers and yarn smells so good. I'm sniffing. It's a new thing.
Yeah, you're gonna start sneezing. I got fibers in my nose.
So I did this. I did the previous one in a Navajo ply, and I did this one in a 2-ply, and it's 14 reps per inch, which is a sport weight, and it's 92 yards. And
you don't have the Navajo
Of course I do, but it's behind us.
I was going to say, it'd be interesting to show the differences between the 2 techniques.
They can see that on my project page. Because I was going to grab it. But yeah, I love the barber.
We're well prepared today, so.
I know, huh? See,
yeah, I say because the difference there's a distinct difference between that and the Navajo ply.
And the pictures are also up in the Dancing Dog Dye Work fiber thread. But yeah, I got my Kermit nail polish on too. That's what I was looking at. But yeah, it is so pretty. So I'm going to send both of these skeins to her so she can really see the difference of what her fiber, how it spins up. And she just had a spinning class yesterday, her and Brooke. So I can't wait to. She's gonna be sucked in.
Well, she's in Fresno. She could make it over to pretty quickly over to Solvang. It's I think a straight shot across there.
Wouldn't that be far?
It'd be closer than us. I mean.
Oh really?
She's 3 hours north, but she's heading in towards Nevada side, and Solvang's up towards but they're both about 3 hours north of us, but in slightly different directions. But I don't know how, never traveled from Fresno to Solvang, but they're both about, I think, the same area. And but I think it would be a bit of a drive, but I mean, that's a really good store to go to. If Weaver's Cottage.
Spinning. Village Spinning and Weaving.
Village Spinning and Weaving, because because they were really good with Dawn.
I mean,
one of the
what
things,
did I try out? 25 some odd wheels.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
Dawn thought when we were picking out, when we were going there, she had in mind a wheel that she wanted to get. But after sitting there and what the owners that actually run the store, they say everyone is different, and you really need to see what's comfortable for you when you're spinning. Different people spin differently. I mean, nobody spins the same, and so each wheel is kind of what works for one might not work for another because just it's a personal how.
Well, it also depends on what's wrong with your body. If you have knee problems, if you have ankle problems, if you have back problems, there's certain wheels that are.
Yeah, so everybody's different, but that store is really they sat
know
with.
Their.
Well, you were up there for a couple hours trying different wheels out, and they went through and were even.
Yeah, because I had no idea how to spin on a wheel either.
Yeah, they actually showed how to spin and the different technique. I mean, this is all it wasn't a class; it was just you stopped in and we actually did that twice because we were going on vacation and we're heading north and we stopped. Oh, we have to stop here. So we went through and Jimmy and I ventured through Solvang, which is a whole touristy trap town that while Dawn was playing with the different wheels to see what she liked. And then we went on vacation. When we were coming back, we went and stopped in again. And I think you spent a little more time going over what...
the ones that I had kind of chosen.
Yeah, there was down to 2, and then so we ended up getting it on the way back. But that definitely is a decent store to stop in because they're willing to take the time to show, and answer questions and give some guidance in terms of picking out a wheel. So, but yeah, definitely. I mean, there's not one wheel for everybody. It's very much a personal fit. It's like a pair of shoes.
Yeah, it is.
So, and
you wouldn't think that.
So if she gets in, so if she does decide that she likes the spinning, it's not too far to go over there. I said you can order on the internet, but you just don't get the opportunity to try out. And they have, I think, probably 20 some different types of wheels at that particular place because that's all they specialize is the spinning and stuff. So definitely a good store if you're in the area to stop in.
Okay, to market. I was good. Just remember my yarn hiatus. So I didn't really buy this. It's kind of a
trade. The barter system.
It's Dancing Dog Dye Works. And I had mentioned this previously to her. And so this is Dancing Dog Dye Works. And it's the Waltz Worsted, which I don't have any. I do now. It's 218 yards, 100% superwash merino in the jelly bean colorway. And this is the Jerry kit. So it comes with the pretty pink. And Jerry is the Musical Monkey by Rebecca Danger. And I think I might do this for the Ravel Olympics. This might be my Ravel Olympic project. So... it's like sniffer stuff. It's so pretty.
Pretty and smells good. How can you complain?
Yeah. So this is going to move right into the Squeal Like a Pig because I thought, wow, that's one big pack. Even Jimmy, because I made him go fetch the mail, and I thought that's awfully big package for. Just a little Jerry kit. And I was good. I wasn't being bad. I got this note. Stash for Dawn. She sent me stash. Although Jimmy claimed it immediately. I mean, he grabbed it right out of my hand. He goes, that's a hat. That's a sock. This is the bucket, and it's her DK flamin'. It's her flamenco. See, I could almost change that to flamingo. Yeah. Flamenco DK, 231 yards. Look at that, and that's so pretty. because she knows I don't have stash because I have projects for everything. You know, and as soon as I pulled it out, I'm instantly thinking,
projects. What is that?
It's got to have a project. It's got to have a project. Which Jimmy helped with that. He goes, oh, that'll be a hat. Or, oh. He goes, it's so soft. I want it around my neck. And I'm like,
mine.
So, yeah. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, we made.
And I literally would have been jumping up and down, but my ankle's been really bad all week because when we were picking up the corrals, I jumped out of our truck because I'm short. There's
a step. We have a 4x4 Dodge, and it's got a step that you are supposed to use to get in and out.
What's this color?
Yeah,
What's this color?
Use the step.
I use it to get in because I wouldn't be able to get in.
Yeah, but they're supposed to use to get out because you won't be able to get out without.
Well, yeah, but I'm usually in an all-fire hurry.
All fire. So, anyways,
the accent's coming off on you.
Yeah.
And then I'm still being good, even though yarn came to me. The June, it's June. Desert Vista Dye Works always has a thread in her group each month for you to put inspiration for the following month. So this was for the June
colorway.
Yes, I'm thinking. The June colorway, yes. So I put, different shades of flip-flops on the beach and, and a whole bunch of summertime. Of course, me, bright colors, So this is called Summertime. And since my inspiration was the one that was chosen, I got free yarn. And look how pretty. And this is a striping. And it's 75% superwash merino, 25% wool, nylon, fingering. It's 462 yards.
It's a lot of yardage.
It is. It's a lot. And that's so pretty. Look at those colors. Yay.
And it even has pink and green in there.
I know. It's got to have pink and green.
Yeah.
And then, nice. And I get to see her in October because she's coming to the cognitive retreat, so we get to hang out. Yay. And I got some cool little note cards, too, that she had written me. Things. But on her little moo card is a... You're going to jump on my back again. Sure. Is the Wolf Farm colorway. So, yay.
Thank you.
I've been good. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Although she's got a happy birthday cupcake. But see, I'll have birthday money next month. That's why I told her next month I can buy that.
Remember at the beginning of the podcast we talked about justification?
Yeah, but that's not me buying it. It's because I get birthday money. Yeah. And then I got from Maddie's mama, Maddie and Lori sent me the Terrence, the tap dancing T-Rex. I'm like wondering why I've got all these notes here. But yeah, Terrence the tap dancing T-Rex pattern, and it's a Rebecca Danger. And Maddie, yes, I totally agree with you. I think he totally needs to be green and pink. See, it matched the green nails, Maddie. They're sparkly. So yeah, me and Maddie have lots in common.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We've been having fun with all those, the toy
I know,
nets.
I love them. I just need more time. I need to get some of these. This drives me nuts having too many projects.
I know.
So yeah. Yeah, me and Maddie have lots in common. Our favorite colors, and we both love animals and sparkles. I don't know, Maddie, if you've ever seen. I don't know if my sparkles are showing up. But I actually have sparkles. Do you see it? Tied into my hair.
See?
Yep, I'm a big old goof.
Just like your yarn.
Yep. Angelina in my hair. See, when I see Angelina, I always think of
Jolie.
So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yep. And
So kind.
yeah, and I whenever I see Lori's Ravitar, because she still has Abby, her Boston Terrier on there, I get choked up because they lost Abby the same week we lost La Jolla. So it's like, ugh. But then I also got a pattern from Grammy Bug, and she saw the Knitted Gnome Parade, and this is by Deborah Tomasello. And she has her own group, which is Patchworks by Debbie, and Grammy Bug sent me this cool pattern. She goes, "Oh, I know you probably won't be able to wear it out there, but it gets cold in the winter here. You know, so I will definitely make this and wear this because it's just too cute." And I was thinking you can use just the little
Intarsia pattern.
Intarsia pattern on a lot of things.
I know my terminology.
Yeah. See? So I could put that, on a monster, or, I could put it on a lot. So thank you. So sweet. But yeah, winters get cold, especially when I'm outside so much, especially my ears.
Yeah. We have extremes. We don't have middle of the road. Yeah. It's either hot or it's cold. That's just how it is.
Even our nights here get cold.
Yeah.
So,
was that it for the market? Feel like the pig? Kick it on the farm. Okay, well, I thought I would talk about image presentation. I know, some of you out there do photography as a hobby as well, in addition to your knitting and stuff. I thought I would talk about some of the ways that I've found that I actually display my work when I actually get around to printing it up and stuff. The typical way is to send out your picture to get enlarged on the photo paper, and have a couple, examples of that. This is, usually you have it printed up, enlarged onto a board. This, I think, was a 16 by 20. This one was matted on just foam core, because it was entered in
let's say
contest.
It was entered into a contest.
Yeah.
Someone never brags.
Yeah, I don't.
I've got to brag on you.
So this is like the typical way images are printed. It's basically on photo paper. And the issue with this is, I actually have a company that I send all of my work out. These two images were actually shot on film. And so I send it out to a company, and they actually will scan in this is actually the view camera, the sheet film. They scan it in digitally and print these up, and I can order those on as I need them. Okay, that being said, the larger it goes, the cost becomes an issue, and sometimes I just have a big wall I need to cover, and I hate to see the price on that. And so after we had our Wolf Farm banner printed up, I thought, wow, that's a great way to display your work. It's not the typical framed picture in glass. I'm not going to hit you.
You just went big with your arms. So
framed picture. I thought, okay, well, that actually struck an idea. So we use Vista prints to print up our banner, and I thought, well, I'll have to try this out on a picture. Take one of my landscape pictures. I know they do it for signage for businesses, but I thought, this should work for pictures. So what I had done was I had taken and uploaded a picture, and I have them printed into like onto their.
Slowly.
I'm not going to hit you.
No, I mean where they can see it slowly. You gotta go quick.
Yeah, this is actually their small banner from Vista Prints. And what they do is they print it up onto a vinyl material, and then it comes in a roll, and because I do woodworking, I make my own frames. But like I said, this is their small banner, and it is, compared to the other picture, size-wise, you can see this is considerably bigger. So if you have a big space, these pictures, you're either going to pay for a large frame and try and get the matting and stuff. Or if you have pictures, try the Vista prints. I mean, because the quality on it is not as sharp and fine as the smaller pictures, but like I said,
you go to a fancy place for that.
Yeah, that you know, but the end result on these still, the quality on the printing is still there. Mm-hmm. So I thought, well, you know, I'll give you guys the idea because some of the, you know, this is actually how they come in. You upload the picture, and here's another idea. Jimmy's School Pictures, right? This is another small banner. If you wanted a way to do multiple pictures, you could actually, you know, I just created the image with 3 pictures on there. You cut it out, and then it's like a canvas printed picture. And you can mount that and do a frame or whatever. So
you want that done with Fuji and the 3 different
yeah,
colors.
I actually have a...
what's that called?
Oh, you're going to make...
I know.
It'll come to me. Warhol. Yeah. I actually have a Warhol that I've done with Fuji thing that I haven't sent out to get printed. But you could actually have it printed really large.
I'm sorry, that looks really bad.
But that is actually the small banner size. And I think I had one other. This is another one. Now these are some of the. This is more of a landscape one. And then this is the small one. And then I wanted to show the medium size one because this actually has 4 different sizes. They have the small, which is 3 foot by about 1.5 foot, a little bit larger than 1.5 foot. The medium is 4 foot by 2.5. So you can see why if you have a large wall that you want to put a picture up, these definitely do a good job because the price, their normal price on the small is about $14, and then the medium is about $30. But they always have sales and free shipping and stuff like that. So if you ever use them, they're always having sales. But I did want to show basically what a medium one is. I have to stand up and dance with this one, according to Don.
Well, because when he showed me what he was going to do, he did this little bitty.
See, this here is a medium print, and you can see how large this is, and I'm supposed to dance with it. But the reason why I'm showing this particular one is because I found, after I did the first couple, if you're going to do this, leave a white border around, because when you get to actually mounting this, you're going to have some that is actually going to be on the back side of your frame. So, like in the case of the poppy picture, you'll see it's going to wrap around the frame, and so you want more. If you want more of your picture to show, leave a white border, which will be what's attached to the frame on the back side. So, I just thought that would be something interesting that perhaps you hadn't considered as a way of showing your artwork for those that actually do, have pictures.
Bring the bird one?
The bird one? I've got a lot of these I still need to mount. So. But it's cubicle art or whatever. In my work cube, I have big pictures, and in the house, I have big pictures. And I actually showing you the entry. I actually have a big picture that fills up the large wall that we have instead of doing individual ones. We just print these up large. They have larger size than medium, but the issue with those is they get longer. They don't get taller. So I found that the medium one and the small one are about the best for pictures unless you have a really big panoramic. Then you can actually go large. But then you're talking the medium is 4 foot wide. The large, I think, is 6, and the extra large is 8 foot. But they're all 2.5 foot tall, so the perspective gets really panoramic. So anyways, I thought I would point that out, give you some ideas if you're involved with photography as well, or even if you're not. If you have a picture you really enjoy, hey, send it out to Vista for you can get a nice size picture. The framework. I make my own frames because I have the woodworking equipment and stuff. I know that there are some YouTube videos that show how to make a frame, or I think Michaels actually sells them. For those that do oil paintings, they sometimes will stretch their own canvas, and they'll actually sell the stuff. It's either Michaels may have it, or there's a number of craft stores online that I think carry the the wooden frames without the canvas, so you could stretch your own canvas on them. So, but basically, I just get some wood from Home Depot and make a frame and attach it all together, and then wrap the image around it. So, I thought that would be something that you guys might find interesting. If you have any questions about that or need some tips if you're going to try it, feel free to contact me on Ravelry, send me a PM, or you could put it in the photo thread and then the photo questions thread, and then everybody can actually learn from that as well. So hopefully that's a helpful tip.
You have a question in there too. Just remembered.
Oh, okay. I have to go on Ravelry now and check my notification. Yeah. So anyway, so that wraps up my picking on the farm. What?
Were you done?
Yeah.
You stopped, and then I was gonna. In the arena, I wanted to mention a new podcast. I was gonna say new to me, but it's new too. It's called This Creative Idea, and this is with Rebecca J9. She's Rebecca J9 on Ravelry and Plurk, and her first episode was done with her daughter Rachel, which was really cute, and she's by herself on her second episode, and she has a Ravelry group, so she shows her pretty socks that she's done, and she's doing a really pretty daybreak, and just heard something
I think it was Fuji.
And so go check her out. She's really sweet. And then another podcast I've only watched, he has 6 of them, I think. There were 6 episodes, but I only got to watch one because it was only on Blip, and that's really hard for me to just watch on Blip. So, and it's called Sword of a Knitter. And his name is Josh, and I think he's in his first year of college. I think it's his first year. And he's Sword of a Knitter on Ravelry. And he's also a designer. He has 3 designs out, and his designs are under the name Geo Knittrix Designs. And he was also homeschooled all 12 years, so I thought that was really cool. I read it on his profile today. So he's got some really, he likes doing these intarsia blankets, and so I'm like, woo, really pretty. I just smacked my puppy. So go give them 2 a listen. And so let's move into what the duck? What the duck, Fooch? What the duck? The May Play with Toys ended. Did you get all your toys knitted? That was with Limb Knit Crochet, Lauren. And we had 170 entries.
Yeah, good job. Thanks everybody who entered. That was just, amazing.
Why do you get up here and gag? You're not going to like a gaggy puppy.
But yeah, thanks everyone for entering. That's,
and
so much
we've already
fun.
pulled our prizes this morning. And the DDD yarn, Dancing Dog Dye Works, which this was the Jelly Bean colorway, I think it was. So yeah, I didn't want to open it because I didn't want to
mess up the packaging. She does such a neat job on her
I
packaging.
know. That's why I wanted it all pretty and special for you. I'm pretty sure it was the Jelly Bean one. You can kind of see the color here. Because yes, I'm a redhead and I wiggle my packages at Christmas and everything. And the winner of this was number 7. And number 7 was the Lurking Eye. Chef Terror, Megan, and she did the Lucille Pocket Bug. So yay, Megan! This is your prize. And Fuji's gonna get it.
Says that's dog pattern. I gotta have that.
So get in touch with me. And then for our adorable bird leg bags that I left smushed because I thought it'd be easier to ship to, and it just looks so fresh and crisp. Little monster bag. This went to number 150, which was Lots of Yarn. Joni. And Joni has a podcast, and she knits tons of toys. So yay, Joni, you won. These are awesome bags. You're going to love it. So get in touch with me.
Especially if she does toys, it's perfect.
I mean, it's
fit.
perfect. Yeah, it's like, well, she does some big toys too. Yeah,
like the one you're working
She
on.
did a big old honk and monster chunk, and I'm serious, basketball size. And what did she do? She did Baldwin, the Rebecca Danger Pattern Monster for this one. That was number 150. And then the Wolf Farm gift certificate, $10 gift certificate, was number 44, which was
Faye,
the Silver Pumpkin. Yay! I at first thought, oh, that would have been horrible. She would have won the bag. That'd have been kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have. I would have. But yeah, and Faye did the Liam robot, which is Jenna Krupar pattern. It's really cute.
Good job.
Yay, guys! Woohoo! Woohoo! So, what time is it? Okay, I need to be wrapping this up. I am going to be doing a Tour de Fleece with Team Knittables, and my main goal for that is just to spin every day. Especially with my ankle, I don't want to push it, which is from June 30th to July 22nd. And then Ravel Olympics I'm also going to do with Team Knittables, and that's July 27th through August 12th, and that's for toys. So my Jerry the Musical Monkey is definitely one of them, and maybe one of the dinosaurs. So I just don't want a bunch of stress. And that's why I didn't do the Loopy U thingy, because I did that last year, and I don't like time.
Yeah.
Constricted.
It's supposed to be enjoyable.
It's supposed to be fun.
Have fun with it.
So I might do another, entry, not with Knittables, into the Ravel Olympics, just finish object, because I got quite a few need to be finished. So I thought, because I've done the Ravel Olympics the past couple years, or whenever they've had it past couple times. So, yep, yay!
Yay! And then.
So I want to thank Roundup for new iTunes reviews and star ratings this week.
We got a couple of those, so thank you for those.
And buttons in the store.
They're actually on sale right now this month.
But our video cast button,
yeah,
if you place an order and request it in the comments section, can be yours for free.
Yeah. So, and then we kind of overshot the Farmer Jim segment. We completely didn't mention that, but Farmer Jim is off today because his birthday's on Tuesday. So we're giving him the day off, but we thought we'd throw some pictures in of him through the years. So after we wrap things up, keep watching, and we'll do a little montage of some Farmer Jim pictures for your entertainment.
He'll be 15 on Tuesday.
Yeah, time flies.
Yep.
So
until next time,
let's get cracking.
And
Knit.